Tracing is searching of missing persons, and we do that so that we can alleviate human suffering as a result of conflicts or disasters or other natural humanitarian challenges like migration of people.
Kenya Red Cross, we've been involved in this tracing of missing persons since 1991. That is a time whereby we received an influx of Somali refugees fleeing from their country as a result of insecurity. And 2 refugee camps were established later on, Dadaab and Kakuma refugee camp. Up to now, as we speak, we still have refugees there coming from different nationalities that do not know exactly where their loved ones are after fleeing, because everybody was fleeing to their, different directions, seeking security.
Normally what happens when we receive a tracing request is that we verify the information on the form. After that, we send the information to the field for active tracing. This information is sent to various branches within the society, and the volunteers on the ground then go and start looking for this missing person based on the information that is on the tracing request. Various things may happen. Either the person will be found or the person will not be found. All of this is recorded. But in the event that the person is located, we do organize a family reunification if it's an unaccompanied minor, a child that is not accompanied, or somebody who is vulnerable.
Pata mama, wewe umepatikana, sasa usilie.
Other than that, we also have what we call Red Cross messages. These are tools that we use to restore family links when somebody is declared missing. For example, in Kakuma or Dadaab, where we have our refugee camps, you find that the refugees there use a lot of Red Cross messages, which is an open letter. They write to their relatives, and because they do not have any other means of communication, then they are entitled to use the Red Cross message. We also use BBC forms to broadcast the names of missing persons on the radio. So that way, family members are entitled to know the fate of their relatives through the use of the media.
iska waran hadalkaaga weyne marka waa ilaahay maadiis walaal waan ku salaamayaa waa walaasha waan iska fiicanahay ilmihiina way fiican yihiin hadii waraaqadan heshid nooga soo jawaab anagana waa iska fiicanahay waa ilaahay maadiis.
For Red Cross messages, what happens is you as the inquirer or somebody who has not maintained touch or lost contact with a family member, the first thing we look out for is that you need to know where your relative is. That is the bottom line. You need to know where we are going to address this Red Cross message. Physical address. Once that is confirmed, we'll give you that Red Cross message that you fill in with all your details and the details of where we should take this Red Cross message. And then you write a personal message. It's not political. And we check the content to ensure that it is compliant with the National Society regulations.
It is not good that somebody to talk about any politics for the RCM's Red Cross messages. It is only talk about the situation of the family.
We also come in during disasters where you find maybe it's a collapsed building, or it's in case of a fire, or whatever disaster has separated people. We'll come in the sense that we'll try to account for missing persons. will be the people who will be charged with finding out the number of people who are injured, accounting for number of people who are declared dead, and the ones who are missing. We have limited resources. Limited resources in terms of the number of staff that we would like to have on the ground, the number of volunteers that we would like to engage, because right now we have 62 branches within the society. It is our wish that we are one day able to have volunteers that are trained in all these regions, in all these branches, and we will have regional staff in all these areas, so that we can be able to respond during crisis where we have conflicts, or when we have disasters, or even when there are no disasters. For example, when we get social reasons or social cases that people have been separated, but not because of conflicts or not because of disasters. An example is maybe somebody went to study abroad, and for 10-15 years he has not maintained touch or lost contact with his family. We would like to have resources to be able to do all this. The other one is, and has always been, the volunteer retention. Because today you have volunteers that are highly or majorly they are youth. And these are people who have maybe finished school and they may be getting ready for employment. And maybe they're just seeking skills to be able to enhance them in their career. So sometimes it is not possible to retain these volunteers because of opportunities that are out there. Maybe they want to go out and get education, or maybe they want to go out there and get jobs. So that is a challenge, to retain volunteers and to get volunteers that are professional, volunteers who are already working and they're only volunteering their time, or they're giving their time to the society. The other challenge that is coming up now is we are facing new crises or new emerging trends. For example, previously we were just talking about conflicts and a bit about disasters, but now we are seeing disasters are increasing in magnitude and frequency. You're talking about the tsunamis, talking about the earthquakes, talking about the landslides. These are events that are increasing in magnitude. There's an increase in the number of people who are going abroad to seek for better lives. There are a lot of things that can happen, a lot of dangers that are out there in the sea. So these are emerging trends that we need as a Red Cross to be able to respond. We as a national society have an obligation to go there and to ensure that they also benefit from restoration of family links, that they can be able to maintain contact with their families and tell them that we are here and that we are still alive.
And we stand together when it seems all hope is gone, when people's lives are shattered and they've lost the will to go on. We reach out to the helpless, and with each